Mic check. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on the cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountain top and a bigger kingdom he would not stop. He said, son of man, worship me, come over, bend your knee. I said, I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples, but we called them the ones. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and they told the story after he was gone, how he was born and raised. It only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, and only by his grace. I came in his name, I am saved by his grace. Good evening, boys and girls. How y'all doing? You have a nice day? On the day you were born, God looked down at the place you lay. He took a deep breath and blew on the clouds, blew them away. Heaven and earth he built it, took him just 6 days. Took him twice as long to make that smile for your beautiful face. He said, cause you're a natural girl. A natural girl. Sent a letter to Cadbury's, then made a recipe for your eyes. Took the twinkles from the stars, placed them inside both your eyes. For me, for me, for me, for me. Cause you're a natural girl. We're natural girls. I work for days and toil for hours and hours just to pay for your dress and all your wedding flowers, and your dress was made from the finest silk threads. They would floss the priest and turn every man's head as you grace the aisle with those curves and that smile, that smile. Cause you're a natural girl. Tra-la-la-la-la. And your veil will be handmade by lips. They blushed at your beauty when they caught a glimpse. Real legs, your arms, your feminine charms, those charms. Cause you're a natural girl. You got natural curves. So I sent the message to my father up above. Tell him I found this girl, the one I truly love, the one that he sent down from heaven above. She fits me just like a glove. you're a natural girl. Because that's all you natural girls. How you all doing? Do you have a nice day? I'm spinning the stationary flute playing. Today is gonna be the day, gonna put this glow to you. By now you should somehow realize it isn't true. I don't believe anybody through the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. Backbeat, the word is on the street, and that's the life that we go out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you've never held the globe in down. I don't believe anybody through the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins every time. And all the globes they showed you, they were lying. Every pic they showed from satellites were CGI. And there and then proves that I would like to prove to you, but I don't know how. I said you ought to have a pick of bendy water. 'Cause after all, we live on a ball. Today is gonna be the day, gonna put this glow to you. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never thought it wasn't true. I don't believe anybody through the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. Backbeat, the word is on the street, that's the lies being called out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never held the globe in down. I don't believe anybody through the earth it spins. That's why the flat earth wins. And all the globes you showed you, they were lying. And all those pics from satellites were CGI. There are many proofs that I would like to prove to you, but I don't know how. I said you ought to have a pick of bendy water. 'Cause after all, we live on a ball. 'Cause water's level. You've been fooled by the devil. 'Cause water's level. You've been fooled by the devil. And it's sad, isn't it, that the rest of the world doesn't care that water's level. But there you go. You are one of the selected few. God said he would make real men and real women as rare as gold. And here you are. Where's my music window? There it is! Welcome to the show. To the forensic show, that is, not the real reality show that you're living in. They took over the world secretly. Who's they? They don't look like us. I'll give you a clue. Drag queen, drag queen, drag queen, drag queen. I'm begging of you, please, don't you fool my man. Been fooled so many times. Jolene, 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 begging of you please, don't you take my man. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring and your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep one crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 begging of you please, you take my man. Now you could have your choice of men, but I could never love again, because he's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness, it depends on you, whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you please, would you take my man. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you please, would you take my man. That one goes out to Jolene. Jolene. That's weird. That's in black and white. That's weird. She's got a white background. Okie dokie. The world was on fire. No one could save me but you. She brought desire. make foolish people do. I never dreamed I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed I'd meet somebody like you. No, I with you. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. I said, God, I know. Said, I know I'm wrong. My mother was a tear, and she sewed my new blue jeans. And my father was a gambling man. I sit down in New Orleans. Now the old gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on her trunk. In New Orleans, oh mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Oh, spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. Well, I got one foot on that platform. The other foot is on that train. Oh, I'm going back to New Orleans, to where that ball and chain. Well, there is a house in New all leaves. They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many more boys. I said, God, I know. I said, I know I'm one. Go on, let's play One for God. Why not? Stay in that same key. Well, you can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. It's gonna cut you down. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said tell him that God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, swear I heard the shuffle of an angel's feet. He called my name, my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said, tell him that God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. I said, tell him that God's gonna cut, it's gonna cut you down. Well, you can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God made black and white, stone in the dark will be brought into the light. So run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. I said, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. He's gonna cut you down. Thank you, Father. Hey, handsome. Hey, handsome. Aye, aye, aye. Monkey boy. Should we get you a treat? I don't know what we got for you. Yes, anyway. What look here, get you chocolate there, won't you? Oh, do you want a drink as well? Does Marlo need a drink? He's thirsty. He's thirsty, I mean. Have a drink, Marley. There you go. Yeah. Go on. I had lemon tea. Go on. Good evening, boys and girls. How you all doing? Oh, you had a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat air. Can you hear me over there? Someone said you can't hear me. I'm like, I am literally next to the microphone. Well, that's me putting my face right up to it. And then I sit back just a little bit. I'm like, I won't even say I'm a foot away from it. You should be able to hear me. Right. Every day we look at the human skeleton, boys and girls. Today's no different. Hang on, let me just copy and paste the string. I'll be right back. Easier. Do 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 do. I want pause. Copy. Twitter. Tweet. Paste. Tweet. So man, there we go. Oh yeah, bugger. Yeah, we got it. Right, where are we? Come back. Live. Skulls, there they are. Every day we look at the human skeleton. Today's no different. Males have got bigger faces. It's a visual thing. Look. Males have got bigger triangles. If I draw a triangle there versus a triangle there, this one's bigger. Full stop, because the face is bigger. Men have far apart eyes, rectangular in shape. Women have close set eyes, rounded in shape. Big nose, little nose. Big teeth, little teeth. Wide teeth to match the wide eyes, and a wide jaw to match the other two. The woman's, however, slopes inwards to a pointed chin, giving her what we call a lovely 5-head versus the 4-head. Look at the difference in those skulls. This one's shaped like an upside down egg, and this one is shaped like a block or a square, widest just below the eyes, widest in the hairline. Simple as. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news report, teaching and research without the need for permission from or payment to a copyright holder. To the noddy holder. Hello Ryan, how you doing, mate? Let's come over and say hello to you all. Who was first in class tonight? It was Kyle. How you doing, Kyle? Denise and San Diego. Hello, Denise. Tups, how you doing? Alpha, welcome to the show. Anna Souza, bon dia chicken, how are you? Truth be spoken, hello. How you doing? Luke, how you doing, mate? Many blessings to all of you, by the way. Jennifer, how you doing, Jennifer Siner? Welcome to the show. Truth be spoken, Julia Wright, welcome. Hello, Pete, listening from Tennessee. Tennessee Williams, he was one of my favourite poets. She was one of my favourite poets. We all miss you on Facebook, dear. I'm sorry. Anybody who followed Facebook knows that I've got this channel though, right, Julia? If they followed me properly, or they were just, watchers. If they're proper fans of forensics, they know I've got this channel to learn from. And I've got Twitter still. Welcome, nice to have you. Grace Van Wemmer in New York. Hello, Grace, how are you doing? Trini's here also. Hello, Trini. Jay, welcome to the show. And I think that's all of you. Sorry if I missed your name. The eyes of all of me was unique. Let's go straight into transvestigation, shall we? I had a great chat today. It was nice. What I'd like is to bump into a forensics officer. Father, if you're listening, is it by chance, or could you make it by chance that I bump into a forensics officer? A normal one, not a flip-floppy one. Of course, the two most famous forensic people in the world, Dame Sue Black. It's a bloke. Dame Sue Black. All That Remains, Written in the Bone, the Juvenile Skeleton, covers all forensic aspects, and yet no one notices how wide that face is. That is a huge skull. It's narrow at the top compared to how wide it is at the middle. That's not the way a woman's face works. It's widest in the hairline, not in the cheeks. Of course, he's got massive shoulders. He's midnighted. He's holding up wrong and right skulls. This person gets to investigate all the big cases, like Fred West and all that in England. All the big high-profile cases. You've got to have a flip-flop on the books doing the bone work. Otherwise, a real forensics officer
is going to give the game away. Not that a real forensics officer can tell the fucking difference anyway. How many forensics officers must be in this world that do forensics that are normal that have not noticed this agenda? And if they get told and they deny it, they need sacking, don't they? For the naturals. But this is yet another liar. Wrote loads of books, been knighted, stands in Parliament. You don't get to stand in them robes unless you don't get to walk next to the King of England unless you're in the club. And unfortunately, both these two have got the same skulls. There's the egghead. Look at that egghead. It's Rob Skeeber's elongated skulls all over the shop, isn't it? We've got his gate anyway, and the other one would be George A. Roush. This one used to follow me. Is that how you spell it? I can't remember. Let's have a look. George A. Roush. Where are you? Oh my god, I must have spelled it wrong. I probably have. CSI. Oh, you got the kidding me. George A. I thought it was Welsh. How do you spell this? A-U-S-H-E-N? That's the one I'm looking for. Right there. That's the other face of forensics. It's a German one. This one followed me on Twitter for quite a long time. And then when I called out one of her heroes, Dennis Bergkamp, the Dutch footballer, as a woman, she flipped out. And I should have let Race go full throttle her, but I didn't. But there you go, the soft eyes. This is the second greatest forensics officer in the world, apparently. From Germany, this one. But it's, however you look at this, wherever they have these stories, for example, the PSYOP, should I say, these people are in control of the story behind the scenes to make sure nothing goes awry. Let's come back. This one reminds me of Rauscher a little bit. I got the soft eyes, I've got the pink lips, a cupid's bow, small, high set ears. Look how high up those ears are. I've got no trachea, no Adam's apple, that's too big. Let's get a 50-50. Who is it? Fernando Colunga. Is that his girlfriend? Well, tell me who's got the bigger face there. It's not hard to recognise the wider triangle. Have a look. Draw a triangle in your mind. The neck alone should be telling you that's a man on the left. The long face and tight set eyes of a woman. The wide face, bowling ball sized head on a plinth of a man. I don't know who that is, but it's a dude. I think I'll take that as your 50-50. Look at those eyes. You make me feel so young. They're a bit wonky though, but nonetheless, big. Uh-oh. It's Monday night. And Nana. Oh my gosh, Nana, put your tits away. Look at them hairy baps. Well, let's have a zoom in. I think I've just thrown up. She got the Popeye arms. It's really short. Why's your elbow near your nipple? T-Rex uppers. Wrong body type. It just doesn't look right. There's something wrong there. It takes a while to start noticing these things, that they've beefed up women. But that's what they've done. They've given women testosterone, human growth hormones and steroids. And this is the end result. Vice versa for the women. They give the women estrogen, the men should I say, estrogen, long hair, boob jobs. They file everything down, brow bone, chin bone, cheekbone. And you end up with these bowling ball headed women. But nonetheless, Nana's got her baps out. Honker, 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 honker. For such a strong man, your nipple's in the wrong place. I've got your face. Let's go back one. We'll take that. We're going gate shopping. There's a Getty seal if you didn't believe me. Oh, nice booties. Does she ride horses? I thought it was Shakira for a second. Is that him? He looks like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, doesn't he? He really does look like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. Let's go back. We'll take that one with a square jaw. I'm also seeing that one out of The Evil Dead, Bruce Campbell. He's a Bruce Campbell. Look at them shoulders on the bride. What is that there? Oh, it's your collarbone. Sorry, my bad. The weird Photoshop comes into image. You just had a pair of boobs. Oh, he's got a big chin, hasn't he? Him, that one. Who is that fella? Sweet jumping jelly beans. Anna Brenda ABC. Anna Brenda Contreras. Well, you need to go on the list, don't you, Anna Brenda? Let's have a look. Anna Brenda. That's exactly what I'm looking for. A Mexican actor. Yeah, he's got a big wide face and deep set eyes. Let's come back. Look at that jawbone. Again, with the Velociraptor neck. I'll tell you what he's not got, or she's not. Oh, look. Beefcake. Not. I wanna be so macho. That looks like cleavage. It literally does. Why have you, they've left one of your boobs in? Someone have a word with the actor Fernando Colunga and tell him they've left his left boob in. Let's come back. Uh-oh. That's what I'm looking for. Right. He still looks like Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. I wanna be so macho. I wanna be big and strong. What is going on there with John Cena? What is going on there? That's a big girl, isn't it? That is a big girl. The plastic surgery has gone over the top there, hasn't it? It really has. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like he was made with an Etch-a-Sketch. It looks like someone Etch-a-Sketched his body. Let's go back. That was a humiliation ritual. And the dress wearing before it. High heels. Whoa. Is that a real head? That's a real head. Look at that for a bowling ball head. Size of that. Beefcake. Let's go back again. Strange as it is, we're surrounded by perverts. That's right. I'll tell you the truth. Perverts. Everywhere I look, I see perverts. And they've done it to me, and they've done it to you. Don't tell me you didn't lust after these people. That is a girl looking seriously angry. Seen that look before. He's got the necrotic nipples that are trying to crawl back underneath his armpit. All these markers give him away, but never, ever, ever trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Look at this here. Oh, can I go to that picture, or is it going back? Oh, I can go. No, it's going back. Don't. Let's go forward again. I just want to ask you fellas, how high up do you wear your jeans? Because if your jeans come halfway up your back, I've got questions. She's angry. She's bitter. She's twisted. There's nothing like a woman scorned. There we go. A real woman, that is. And I'm out of pictures. Fernando Colunga, FC. What's that? That's 3 sixes in the name. 666, father. In the name of the actors. Enter. Oh, we have got something. What's that, firstly? Let's have a look. It is almost flamingo, but he's already past that point, so it's going into female Bigfoot. It's not a clean shot. I saw another one. Where was it? What caught my eye? It was this one. Now we've definitely got a diamond there, don't we, folks? Got short arms. It's an upper lumper. Oompa loompa doompa dee dee. I've got a puzzle for you and me. It's an Oompa Loompa. Little ginger beard's all he needs. Is that him there? Because if that's him, that's a right mince. I don't know if that's him. Fernando Colunga, it could well be him. Cowboy hat, knee going outwards. Again, it's not a mince. Where's my mince, Fernando? And again, with the Bruce Lee School of High Wasters. How small is his body? Lads, since when do your trousers have pockets like that on them? Because that's a womb. There's a dude right there with the big feet. Look at the size of them oofers. I was hoping for a wedding day mince. Stiff me. Let's go back again. Go back again to that one. Is that Fernando there? It is, but it's the wrong angle. And the stairs, that's a stair fail. Look at that foot looking outwards. And from the back there, still not in line. You're doing my head in. Oh, please let that head. Oh, the head's in the way right there. So what? Ooh! Oh, there's one. There is one. There's a flamingo. Definitely a woman. Final answer. Just on a broken leg. Foot going outwards, knee going outwards. I've seen it so many times. Before, all I ever wanted was full minces, but now, quite happy to see a flamingo foot like that. And again, they've cut his legs off, hair legs off. Let's go back again. And I'm out of pictures. Let's try street real quickly. I've got a bike shop. No. I've seen that one. You're gonna skank me, aren't you? Yeah, we're done. Let's try airport real quick. Aeroporto. Let's go back. We've got it 3 gates and we're done. That's one of them. That's 2 of them. No, it's not. That's not. It's alright actually. Yeah, go on then, we'll take it because I ain't got anything else. No, don't copy it. Shave it. There we go. Back again. We'll take that one. As above, so below. I'd almost go as above, so below with that as well. It's pretty close. He's dancing. I don't care what you say. He's doing the baffo. Nice diamond there as well. Is that him? TikTok. It says it is him. Let's go back again. I'm not sure if it is. I'll take that one now as well. From the female biggie. And I just need that face. There we go. He looks a little bit like, I've seen Charlie Sheen. I'm seeing Chandler from Friends. And I'm seeing someone else. I can't think who it is. Right, we're done. Next. Nina Morrick. Oh, where do you want me to start? Size of that jawline. Size of that hand. Length of that neck. Images. And we're done. Instantaneously, you've got to get the image. He's got meatball knuckles. Look at them Campbells right there. Long arm male. Long neck, broad shoulders, deep set eyes. Look how thick that brow bone is overhanging that eyeball. And there's the little woman. The pretty faced girl right there. The hard faced male with the big lips. And the small mouth woman with the close set eyes. A lot of people are going to have trouble, especially because they idolise these things, accepting this. It'll be, the only way you can do it is to do it with a celebrity they don't like and get them to see the ones they don't like. Once they can see the ones they don't like, you just have to admit, it's all of them. Don't matter what you say, it's all of them. There's no ifs, ands and buts. If there was a natural out there, I would have found it already. I have done more investigations in 3 years than anybody else in the world. I don't care what you say. Done them all online. At one point, I did over 100 memes a day. 100 memes a day. Each meme takes me 6 to 8 minutes to make. So you do the maths. 20,000 memes. Game over. Exactly, Anna Souza. Game over. Look at the size of that diamond. Look at the span of that diamond. Because men have longer upper arms. It creates a longer diamond. Women's are tighter. Cavier anyway, not straight like that. Big bony ass elbow. Let's get a 50-50. Is that him there? Is that actually him there? He looks like death warmed up there, doesn't he? Look, he looks like a plastic replica. This is where they get the idea that they're cloning them, because they don't look the same. They do look the same, just that one's absolutely had shot loads of surgery done to it. This is younger, when it still looks more boyish. They feminised it more here, but it looks like a plastic carbon copy of a Cindy doll or whatever you want to call it. A Barbie doll. Oh my God, look at that. Went too far, look. From model to inflatable doll with inflatable lips. Let's get a face shot of him. Man. Man, 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 man. Size of his hand. I quite like that. It's a bit tilted though. Is that my dude here? Nina Morrick, it is. Straight legs, knees together. Look at the side, look at the length of that foot compared to that one. Dude on the left, woman on the right, widest, below the crotch. What do you want? Do you want to come up? Don't dive on me, don't dive on me! I mean it, dog! You already had your kisses and your cuddles. Is he my baby? Yes, he is. Right, go on. It's 9 o'clock. I ain't even had an hour on yet. You're already annoying me. Right, that's Nina Morrick's gate. I'll come back for the face. Let's get his gate if we can. What is that? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. It's a bloke in fishnet stockings. There's a fail right there. Gotcha. Not very ladylike, is it? Have you noticed how everything points in with a man instead of outwards like a woman's do? It all points inwards at the wrong angles when trying to create the Q line. A woman creates that, but bones and feet are still looking outwards, creating a beautiful diamond in there that a man just doesn't replicate. Different legs, different hips, different bone structure. I'll take that one actually. Let's see what we've got first. Oh my gosh, look at that head. And it's meant to be the picture of beauty, that. Croatian beauty. Oh my, look at this. What's going on with those cheekbones? Don't look pretty at all, does it? Because it's a dude, that's why. There's a pretty girl right there. Look at those smouldering, soft, sensual, dark, chocolatey eyes. Look at those! And then you got Mankenstein over there, who's, honestly, you could put laser bolts coming out of that. Superman stare, like, compared to the girlfriend on the left. Oh, just remember what the Bible says. They will wink their eyes at you. They will. They'll do it because you can't tell that this is a woman with close set eyes and pink lips. And each one of these has got a jawbone big enough to sink a battleship. Look at the length on that neck there. It stops about here somewhere. It's a joke, and this is what they push as feminine beauty. Wide-eyed blokes and close-set women. You and your children will never be good enough. Do you get it yet? Or are you still happy with being second rate? A second rate citizen throughout the earth. Don't matter what country you're in. Don't matter how impoverished you think you are. Oh my gosh, look at those knees. We're done. It's a dude. It's a flippy floppy. Till the cows come home. Straight legs, knees together, space between them. Is that a stair fail? Oh, dang it. And again, with the oversized head look at the stick thin body and the oversized head. Women, it's the other way around. It's caves all around and a small head. As above, so below. I love God. I really do. As within, so without. You see, he created these two skeletons, male and female. As within, so without. It doesn't matter if you put boobs on this, grow its hair long, it's still got massive long arms, huge upper body and straight legs. You can't do it about it. And this one, you can add muscle to it, but you can't lengthen its arms. You can't give it the big male skull. You can't give it a 40% wider breastbone than that of a man. This one's designed more narrow than the male's. Look, the male's opens wider the chest to support the muscles for a baby. Here, look. This one doesn't. So it opens wide. And once you know these subtle differences of these two skeletons, it stands out that that is a giant-headed, straight-legged bloke. Until the cows come out, final answer. There he is, crossing his legs over, look, trying to look like a woman. There's only one problem. Your knees and your feet are all looking at 6 o'clock when they should be flipped outwards. A man's bones can't do it. Let's go back. Look at that Adam's apple. Sweet baby Jesus of jumping jelly beans. Look at the size of that. That ain't just an Adam's apple. That's a Smith's. That's a Bramley's. That's a Bramley's apple made in Mr. Kipling's pies. Look at the size of that bad boy. It's even got a face. I can see 2 eyeballs and a mouth. It looks like Mr. You got a ghost in your neck, mate. I'm taking that picture. State of it. And yet, nobody's paying attention. No one notices these girls with massive tracheas, massive gullets. Sword swallower, that's what that is. Stuck in the middle with you. And I don't know what it is I should do. I'm so scared in case I fall off my chair. Walking, let's see what happens now. There's another one. That's number 4. That's number 5. Well, let's take another one because I didn't like the other one. So let's just grab an extra. I've got that one. That one will do nicely. Thank you for playing CSI with me. As long as I've got a breath in me, I'm going to shout and scream to the whole world, you've been fooled. Okay? When my car's broken, any of you that are mechanics, I trust you to fix it. When my baby needs delivering, any of you nurses, I trust you to deliver it. When it comes to magic, trust me, you've been fooled. You've been absolutely bamboozled by wizards, by warlocks and witches. I still want to find a real person. It'd be nice, but I know I'm not going to. The only way I could find a natural now is if they bring out one, make a natural famous now. That's the only way it could be possible, because I've gone right back in history. I've gone right back to Egypt with King Ramses, so don't even get me started. Queen Ramses of Egypt. If they had perfected it in Egypt, then it had been already running for at least 1,000 years before Egypt. which means straight after the flood, they were at it again. According to Scripture. Again, I would be bearing false witness if I told you that the Holy Bible is the whole Word of God. I'd be full of shit. Excuse me language, but that's the end of it. I would. They translated that book. I'd love to see the original and what Jesus did say about these dumb... I want to swear my head off, I really do. What Jesus really did say about these people. I wonder why it's not written in the Bible that this is what they were doing. They hinted at it. I agree. They did hint at it. But it wasn't obvious. They say that the Bible is allegorical and you read it as you find it. You let the truth, the Holy Spirit, wash over you, and when you read that book, those words, parts of it will just astound you. It'll leave you flabbergasted, leave you crying, leave you hysterical, destitute like it did me. For weeks, I couldn't believe that I'd ignored God all my life. But for me to say that every single word in that book is the whole Word of God, you've got to be kidding me. There are things in that book that I detest. Taking little virgin girls for your own. Nah. That's a nonce. It's a nonce talking. Don't give me none of that crap. You kill the little boys, but you take the little virgin girls for yourself. That's a nonce talking. Jesus said, if you've got a master, be good to your master. Your master is God, and only God. It's nonsense, putting words in Jesus' mouth. Jesus said, use a usury. No, he didn't. Jesus whipped the usurers and turned the tables. It's that simple. He did one or the other. When I reach these contradictions in the Bible, I know what I'm reading. I'm reading a lie. It's that simple. Let me yeas be yea and me nays be nay. That's what it says. When God saw the gold and the gold was good, I say nay. Nay, God said that. You're full of shite. So Joel is speaking. A land full of onyx and jasper and a bollocks. Talking about precious stones. God doesn't care about precious stones. They're only precious to jewelers. Not me, because I'm not a jeweler. I'm a magician. I'm a balloon twister. I'm a balloon bender. I bend air. I'm an air bender. As long as I got breath in my lungs, I'll tell you God is real. And you've got to discover this for yourself. You've got to find out for yourself that this world was created for you to live in it. And that someone, Satan, I'll give you a clue, has lied to you and made you disbelieve in your Heavenly Father, heaven, hell. Imagine there's no heaven. They put it in the songs. They love to tell you. Lifting veils is a job given by the Father for those who understand they have put a spiritual fight. I know. He lifted the veil on me and showed me with the world as it is. And all the so-called flat earthers that I hung around with were all in on it. They're all part of it. Most of them were in on it. Sent from the big channels that I like. Dave Murphy's channel, Patricia Steers channel, Mark Sargent's channel, Globebusters channel. Comes from all the other channels. And right in amongst them all, the trolls were there. And I let them go. I knew they were there, but I let them go. I let them go simply because I couldn't be bothered. They weren't horrible trolls. You know, I've met some real horrible trolls, horrible people. They really don't care, right? From some of these people, I got a feeling that they did care. And I think some of them cared about me. It's just a gut instinct. You know, God gave me it. They didn't want me to be hurt the way they did, but it is what it is. Jesus carried the biggest crucifix of them all, every single sin on his shoulder. I've just got to carry my own sins. So no, I don't envy Jesus, but I will sing his name from the rooftops, because through all scriptures there's only one person that did something for me. Jesus Christ, amen. He's the only one who did anything for me. And I love God, I love the Word, I love the Spirit of Christ, I love all things. Now that I can see them for what they are. I used to love this world, I hate it. I hate the world the way it is. Shouldn't be this way. And it's because I'm not of it. That's why I stand out like a sore thumb. I don't talk like the rest of the sheeple, and neither do you, right? Neither do you. That's why you understand forensics. You understand the difference in a man and woman's gait. You understand that women don't have size 12 feet. This world is twisted beyond belief. It's inverted. It's perverted. It's run by perverts and it's been inverted by inverts. And now your children and your grandchildren are next. And if you tolerate this, your children will be next. That's what the Manic Street Preachers sang about. If you tolerate this, your children will be next. Your children will be next. Not mine, yours. Because I had the decency to tell my son the truth and spell it out and make sure he knew for the rest of his days. No matter what his friends and his family think of him, he knows the truth. And that's all that matters. It really is. Knowing that God exists is all that matters. The rest of this is just it's a distraction. All of it's a distraction. They distract you with a flat earth to stop you from getting to this subject. They distract you with mud floods and cloning and all the rest of it to stop you from getting to this subject. Because once you get to this subject and you start applying it, you can see the liars all around you. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Look at those cheekbones there. I've got nothing here with the high set ears, low set ears, massive cheekbones. Look. I have lots of acquaintances. I have very few friends left. And when they all find out the truth and that I was right, they'll all say, "Oh, I knew, he told me and I believed him." Yeah, I did. No, you didn't, you lying twats. You're in front of God. Just remember, hopefully by then you'll have found God and you won't do that. You'll know it's wrong to bear false witness. We're going to take that as your 50-50. Nina Morrick. These people are paid to lie. These people online, the military trolls, they're all paid handsomely to lie to you, to keep you in the dark, to keep you guessing, to muddy the waters of what you already know to be true. I'll tell you what, there are two skeletons in this world and that's the end of it. They can talk about in utero and all this garbage, hermaphrodites. End of the day, there's two skeletons. End of. End of? You're either a boy or a girl. You're one or the other. Hermaphrodites, well, that just means that you've got both genitals. It doesn't mean that you're both skeletons. It just means that you've got both genitals. That's what hermaphrodite means. And I'm still umming and ahhing about hermaphrodites. Because I just think it's another cover for this. God will show me. God will show me in the end. He'll let me know. He's let me know about every other lie they've told me. Fake space, fake nukes, everything. If Pizzagate's real, and I don't believe it is, I don't believe that they take anyone's children. I think it's a load of bollocks. They make up all these missing children cases. I don't believe that anyone, I think they just want normal, natural perverts, and it's always fucking men to go and do the same stuff. It really annoys me how mankind's mind has been so manipulated by these people. Your spirit, your soul, it's tarnished. If Pizzagate's real, may God have mercy on them. It'll be a quick ride straight to hell. It'll be a bullet train. Vroomf. You'll be at Hell's Gates and Satan will be stood there with a penis-shaped cactus. I know I've made mistakes in this world. I know I have sinned. I've never hurt children or out like that. I've never hurt women. It was never in me. I'm not one of these blokes who get drunk and slap women around or out like that. Never hurt people like that. But I have stolen, I have lied, I have cheated. Among other, and I'm sure they've got me on loads of stuff I don't even know I've done. along with lying to my own son about gravity, evolution, until I found the flat earth, etc. There's loads of stuff that I've lied without and sinned without knowing, because I believed a lie. I believed I was a monkey on a spinning ball. I've told these lies to other people and children. We all believe the same lies. When someone goes against the grain, it upsets them. But I know, as far as I'm concerned, from all the study I've done, there are 2 skeletons in the world, no more. There isn't a third one, there isn't a fourth one. Forensics can only work on the basis that there are boys and girls. It's that simple. All children should be protected from these monsters, these monstrosities, these abominations. That's what they are. They're abominations to God. Anybody can feed a 4-year-old child with lies and call it an education system. Well, there's a special place in hell for people like you. God mentions it in the Bible. Jesus said, any one of you monsters, yeah, I'm talking to you monsters, that cause these children to stumble, might as well tie a millstone round the neck. Well, they're on the left. Millstones are on the left, you twats. Caused me to stumble, made me think I was a monkey, made me believe that I was a monkey, descended from monkeys, that I used to have a tail, that my ancestors lived in the trees. When forensics teach me, from the basics, you get 12 systems, nervous, digestive, skeletal, immune systems. It all starts with one system, and I love it. The endocannabinoid. There it is. The endocannabinoid system. This is why CB1 and CB2 oils are so good for the human body. Because we're plant-based. God created us from the dust, moulded us together. They, the monsters, call us, in law, in legal definition, we are clay monsters because we're made from the earth. We're the naturals made from the earth. They were made from the earth, natural, but destroyed the natural body, the temple, and recreated themselves in the image of Satan. But this still applies whether you're a flip-flop or not. The CB1 and CB2 works. Hempwell, hemp, are you listening? Hemp, Hemsworth, Hemswell, images, all of your systems, digestive, skeletal, everything works only because of the cytocannabinoids and the endocannabinoids. That is exactly it. You are a plant-based life form. You didn't live in the trees. You are the trees. You are the earth. That's how special you are. And to make it even better, God placed you at the centre of everything. If there is a universe, Earth is at the centre of it. It's the hub of all life. Only life. There's no aliens. There's demons, but there's no aliens. And there's your answer. And this is what forensics did for me. It showed me a load of different stuff that I didn't know about the human body. And it all came from learning that they'd inverted men and women's body. I never thought I'd end up understanding how the system works. But God created you from plants. There it is. And why green? The grass is green, the trees are green, they turn yellow, they go brown, and green again, green again, green. Why green? Why this colour green? Doctors use it, right? On top of the cars, they have green lights on their cars, a doctor. The other emergency services have blue. Because they know the facts. They know. They know the facts, they know how you got here, they know how you're made, and they know all of this with the endocannabinoids. But they don't teach you none of this in biology, do they? Because if you become interested in the human body and skeleton, you soon come to recognise markers like far apart eyes versus closer eyes. Next. Itati Cantoral. Itati. Itati Guadalupe Cantonal Zuki is a Mexican actress, singer, dancer, producer. Oh my gosh. He's got a lot of feathers in his bow, hasn't he? She is best known for her roles as Soraya Montenegro in Maria La... I don't know what any of that means. Oh, it's a show. There you go. Right, let's go back. He's got a big set of calves. He's got a big head. What am I talking? We're done. Rectangular shaped eyes, short sloping forehead, narrower at the top than it is in the middle. Look, widest part of a man's face below the eyes. It narrows inwards. Think of a diamond shape of a man. I'd like a diamond shape for a man because it's widest in the middle. Final answer, that's a man. You're under hypnosis if you can't see it. We've got male clavicles, flat chested, 2 fake lamps shooting off at north and west, west and east, sorry. It reminds me of Shakira there. And Pamela Anderson. I'm seeing Pamela Anderson as well. You see, they pass when they're younger a lot easier. They pass because the testosterone hasn't spread across the body yet for the males and the estrogen for the females. As they get older and older, it becomes harder to hide it because, for those of you that don't know this gentleman's still got his penis. They don't cut it off like they make you believe. These ones don't. The porn stars might do, I don't know. Even that I don't know about. They could be wearing suits, I don't know. I really don't care, right? But when it comes to the celebrities, everybody knows the name, and they think that when they say, oh, they secretly flip-flop, they secretly sex change, that they've changed the bottom. They don't change the bottoms, okay? The men keep the penises, and the women keep their wombs, wide ass hips. Look, they don't care as long as it's Freemasonry in the background. I'm still seeing Shakira. The rectangular far apart eyes should do it for you. I like that. Too small. What's that? Perfect. Take that as your 50-50. Rectangular shaped eyes, thick brow bone, short sloping forehead, widest below the eyes. Look, huge mouth, square jaw, feminized chin. Everything else is flat. I'll take that as your main picture. And now let's chase down Gates. Look at the size of that shadow casting jawbone. Look at that. It looks like a JCB shovel. Let's go back. Oh, he's got long arms, look. Dudes in high heels. But it's alright. It's not alright. It's not alright. If someone wants to do that to themselves, fine. But to convince the world that it's okay to do it to children, and to convince the rest of the world that God doesn't exist and space is real, and all the rest of the shenanigans that goes along with this, is unholy. It's wrong. It's criminal, is what it is. Especially when it comes to the children. It is super criminal. When all the real men find out what you've been doing, I hope they arrest you straight away. Slam you in prison. Speed trials for the lot of you. That looked like Holly Willoughby. It's not, it's this same person. That's how fat and wide Holly Willoughby's face is. And he tells you, doesn't he, Keith Lemon in the show, he calls her Holly Willy Booby. He actually tells you she's got willy and boobies. They do use Photoshop. Yeah, when you see a clear background like this, it's been touched up, especially if it's white. If it's white in the background, definitely been Photoshopped. But this has been Photoshopped. Yeah, they touch up everything. Have you ever seen one of the videos where it shows you them, like, taking off the makeup and moving the cheekbones and everything, sanding down the bones? AI doesn't need to do that, it just does it automatically. Saves them hell of time. Look at this bearded, what's it here? This one. Look at this Freddie Mercury hairy chest. It's a girl. It's a girl with a beard and an hairy chest, and that's a boy with boobs. We're screwed. We're screwed. As in the days of Noah, and that's where we are. It was worse though, wasn't it? Apparently the giants were loose and they were having sex with all the animals. Doing it with the animals as well. Inverting animals. Shit. I don't know. I couldn't smile. Honestly, I couldn't look happy if someone had done that to me. If I knew I was lying to the whole world constantly, daily. Oh. If any of these people are good people and that's weighing down on them, I feel sorry for you, I really do. If you've got a soul and they've done this to you and you wish they hadn't, I feel for you, I really do. I'm a normal straight guy that grew up in this world that you're parading around in. And I can't have empathy with what you've gone through. I really can't. Just like you don't know what it's like to be impoverished the way we are. To be second class. People think there's like loads of structure in the class system. There's rich, super rich, there's middle class, there's upper class. No, there's just them and us. You'll never have nothing. You'll never have nothing and no one. I'm telling you now, you'll never be famous. You're never going to wear a Versace dress. You're never going to walk the catwalks. You're never going to play badminton with the world class star. You're never going to wrestle with Hulk Hogan. None of this stuff's going to happen. Unless Jim will fix it for you. Jim will fix it for you. For you and you and bum ba ba. If Jim will fix it for me to talk to a load of celebrities about what's happened to them, that'd be nice. Jim, I know you're still alive because you've got the Spirit of Life potion. They've got the Fountain of Youth. Have they echoes like, you're dead when you're dead, that's it. You cannot suspend life. God cut it right down. Apparently, we used to live to 1,000 years old. Adam lived to 986, didn't he? And the oldest ever was Methuselah. But to live 1,000 years, knowing all of this, imagine if like now, I'm 50 odd years old, 52, right? 52 years old. Imagine from this age now, and I'll live till 952. 900 more years of this. 9 whole centuries of watching this, and people not listening. I would go stare crazy. I would. I'd lose my bonds. It'd be like in Rocket Man when he don't go to sleep with them all on the trip to Mars, and he eats all the food and paints the Sistine Chapel inside the spaceship. Oh, that's a big arm and a big hand. Holy! Hello, it's been a while. I know it has. Hello, wildlife and fisheries. Size of that. You gotta be kidding me. There's a little dude and there's a honey monster. What do you reckon that foot is? Size 14. I'm telling you now, that is huge. I don't know what size it is, but I'd put it on the cusp of 14s. Huge, massive male diamond on the hip as well. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to, God. I really don't. When it's over, just embrace me, Father. Please. Because I don't want to join any of these nut jobs in hell. They all want to go to hell. I can't believe they all actually want to go to hell. It's a burning lake of fire. It's a bottomless pit. It goes on forever and ever, along with your soul. And this lot want to go there. They know God's real. They know the devil's real. What on earth would want you to make? What on earth would possess you to want to spend eternity with Satan when he does all this shit? When he does all of this to us, and all the horrible things that happen in the world happen only because of Satan, you want to go and spend eternity with that instead of the one that blessed you with the body and the life and the word. Most importantly, the word. In the beginning was the word. The word was with God, and God is the word. Tesla said 3, 6, 9. Sound, frequency, vibration. That is exactly what my voice is. 3, 6, 9. The way God spoke everything into existence. That's the power of God. That's the thought you have to have for yourself. When that hits you, the power of God hits you. It leaves you gobsmacked. It leaves you flummoxed. It leaves you stressed out is what it does. Done it, Father! I've been stressed out for 12 years. praying every day that God will just stop it. Stop it all. Save all the kids now. But mankind has got to stand up first. Man, he's counting heads. That's what he's doing. He's counting heads. The ones that don't want to go to heaven, they'll do it of their own free will. The ones that think this is okay to do this to a little boy will be judged by God. Not by you and I. This isn't my judgment. My judgment is the lie you told me. And the lie that you are projecting onto men all around the world that you are a woman. That is my problem. If you was open about it and you told them men you was a man, that'd be fine. Because all the straight men like me would be like, straight away. There are some guys out there that don't care. Any goal is an hole. Any hole is a goal, whatever it is. There are some guys like that. My brother's one of them. The commonplace gigolo, they called him. I wouldn't leave him alone with Albie or Marlowe. Back in the day. I'm joking, but there were some men out there that just don't give a damn. And they don't. I call them men, but they're not men like me. When God created man, he had this idea that he was going to be a father figure. And he was going to be strong, he was going to be loving, and he'd look after his wife and care for her. He wouldn't drink Stella Artois and beat her every night. He'll look after his kids, he'll go out and play with his kids daily. All these things that make a man a man. I'm not saying they don't do some of these things, but they're doing it dressed like a woman. And it's conflicting. It's conflicting interest from my point of view. How is a man going to explain period pains to a little girl? I was on the size of them feet. I was a man gonna emotionally support his daughter like that. He can't because he's a man. He doesn't have the same. We're not wired the same. We're not wired the same way as women are. So, and they're not wired like us. He created us for two different distinct jobs in this world, mother and fatherhood. Right, we're done. We'll take these pictures. I think I got 4. I'd sooner be the man I am now than the one I used to be. The one that didn't care. The one that didn't recognise the glory of God. I would never want to be that man ever, ever, ever again. The amount of people who say to me, "Oh, why don't you go back?" I don't want to go back. I can't go back. It's impossible for me to go back to that way of thinking, to be that man, to not have these cares that I have now. I don't want to be that man. That's what Jesus does to you. He washes over you and he changes you. You don't want to be the person that you were. When you recognise there is beauty in this world. God created a beautiful, beautiful world for us. Even with all the horrid stuff that's going on, there's still love, there's still good people, there's still kindness, there's generosity, all these things that lack in most people: dignity, respect. They're going out the window fast. They're degrading society at a phenomenal rate. And it's being done via the use of mobile phones, through the internet. When I grew up, I didn't know hardly anything about this world. I'm not talking about flat earth now, I'm just talking about in general, because the internet wasn't there the way it is now. I didn't know anything about sex, I didn't know anything about anything. I was a kid, and that's the way it should be, right? I'm quite glad I didn't know all those things. But Ratio grew up in a different time, where he had access through one way or another, whether I let him have a computer or he goes to someone else's computer or mobile phone and someone else shows him it at school, because that's what it's like. They're taking away the innocence of all children. That's what they're doing. Right, we're done. Itati Cantoral is a dude. It's a fella with a bowling ball sized head. Next. Karina Longing Star. Never heard of him. Apparently he's an actress. NSYNC. It's a NSYNC. That's a band. Right. Let's have a look at him. He's got a big head, and his wife, well, that's a peanut head right there. We're done. She's a woman. Did someone just write, Pete, what's your opinion on what's going into the light when you die? Someone said it's a trap when we're reincarnated. Right. Here's the thing, right, Jane? Nobody knows. I don't care if you nearly had a moment of death and God brought you back to life, and in that moment you was on your way, you saw the light and all this. They put that idea of the tunnel and the light, right? For me, right, this is just my, we're going into theory, we're going into La La Land. This is my theory, right? When my spirit leaves my body, I automatically ascend out of it into the room I'm looking at, and then I continue to travel upwards to him. There's no light, there's no tunnel, there's just a straight ascension to God. Lifted up, and I'm sure he sends angels to lift you up, you know, before he gives you wings or whatever. They'll lift you up there with you. And it'll be someone you know. I'm sure he'll send your mother, your father, your grandmother, someone you really loved. He'll send someone you love to come and carry you into the gates of heaven, into his arms. How boring is a fucking tunnel? Like, oh, there's no light on the end of the tunnel. So did I, mate. It was on the London Underground, and I was coming out the Piccadilly line. That is so boring. Right, here's the thing, right? When I was born, I don't remember it, but I was in utter darkness in a tunnel. And at the end, I saw some light. I can't remember seeing the light, but I was ejected out of this tunnel into this fucking world. That what they want me to believe is I'm going back into a vagina and back out again. I don't know. Who knows what they're thinking? Right? But for me, for a God-fearing man, I don't see it like that. It's going to be heavenly. The moment your spirit leaves this meat sack, because that's all it is, a meat sack to me now, you're going to be lifted up. Angels will probably come. It'll probably be someone you know, someone who's passed, someone you love. God will send someone you love to lift you into heaven, to go and meet him. It'll be nothing like a tunnel. Tunnel like, don't go towards the tunnel. Stay away from the tunnel. There won't be no tunnel. I live on a saucer-shaped earth, a flat world. So when I lift up, if it looks anything like Enter the Stars, and this is interesting, this still, it's a beautiful conception, even though we're entering La La Land, Enter the Stars. I used to love Enter the Stars, Casey. I used to love sitting and listening to most of the Christian flat earthers. I really did. Enter the Stars. Why is that not coming up? Enter the Stars. Try that. That's it. Why are there no pictures? I'm confused. Where's all your videos? There's a few of them there. It should seem up. Right, let's try it this way then. Earth is an eyeball. There we go. So, this is not exactly what I'm looking for, but it does give good concept, doesn't it? Doesn't it? What if we're living inside God's eyeball? Wouldn't that be something, eh? There's no pictures of it. Enter the Stars are this but laid flat. The lens of the eye is the dome above us. I have no idea what the true shape looks like. I just know that water's level. I live inside something because the water's contained. So is the air. You cannot have atmospheric pressure without a wall. I have to have walls around me to create atmospheric pressure. It's that simple. But whatever it isn't a ball, that's for sure. If you just imagine one of these in that, and that's like what he drew, the land, all the water, as an eyeball, and he claims that we're internally inside of God, so we have nothing to fear at all. It's being rejected from God into the abyss, the darkness that you should fear. I can't find a picture of it. I can't believe there's no pictures of Enter the Stars Earth here. It used to be all over the internet when I was the first flat earther. Can't find it, sorry. But he says that the earth is shaped like an eyeball, God's eyeball, and we're inside of it. I don't know if that's the truth. It would be nice. Again, it would be comforting to know that you're inside God's eyeball himself. That's why God sees everything we do. Because we're living inside his eyeball. That'd be amazing. It truly would. Bible doesn't say that though. Bible says the earth is shaped flat, stood on 4 columns, 4 pillars, 4 angels blowing winds in, and the earth to God is the size of his footstool, and he sits with it in his living room. That's, again, very affectionate and loving if God does that. I like either reference, that I'm internally inside God, that's why I'm safe, or even if I'm sat in God's living room and he watches us every day with intent. All I know is he touched me. The Spirit of God touched me, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, touched me. Without even saying a word. I just worked it out for myself. My brain, all the electrical connectors just rewired in an instant. And I was sat in the grace of God for the first time in my life. And it changed me. And I'll never go back. You'll never get that same bloke back. He was a fool. He was a foolish man. He didn't know anything. He didn't know how to talk to women properly. He was a pig at times. Not as bad as most of the other pigs, but I could still be a pig, just like most men are. I don't want to be that piggish man anymore. I don't want to be the ego-driven twat that I used to be. I want to meet God with a clean slate. He looks like Catherine Zeta-Jones. He's a man, rectangle. Look at the brow bones, rectangle shaped, far apart eyes. Widest look there, below the cheekbone. It's narrower at the top on a man than it is on a woman. A woman's bellows outwards and upwards. Men's just slope backwards and shorter. Square jaw, big mouth as well. I'm tempted by that. It's a bit big, but I'm tempted by it. Is that Kendrick? Who is this? I can't remember who that is, but it's a woman. Look at those lips. Those soft eyes. Reminds me of Tupac. It's a woman. Again, look. I don't want to go there. Look how the head bellows outwards. Never mind. I want to zoom in on that picture, but I can't. Is that another one? It is. Big feet. They're all on the catwalk. I don't want catwalk ones. What's that? Oh, that reminds me. I've forgotten to put the ironing board away. Where do you want me to start? That is not a womb. That is not a womb. No babies can be born in there. Look where the hip line would be. There. That's a male hip line. Final answer. It's a dude. They're all dudes. And they've had men like me, straight men like me, lusting after them. Fancying them. So no, I don't want to go back. I don't want to be old Peter. I don't want to be blind to this nonsense ever again. And I'm more than happy with people thinking I'm crazy. It doesn't bother me. It used to. It used to hurt a lot, especially when friends and that say it. Or they just don't care about this shit. I don't care about that shit. If I'd known that when we met, I'd never have been your friends. Honestly, I can say it with my hand on my heart. I wouldn't want to be your friend. Again and again, bony ass knees together. I wouldn't want to be your friend. I wouldn't want to know that person. Because now I know what you're like at the end of it. Look at that Adam's apple there. Look at that neck. That's not him though, is it? No. It saddens me that my friends and my family don't care. It does. That they don't care if God exists. That they just don't care. And they're happy with the crappy life that they've got. God gave them a life, but the crappy life given to them was from Satan. But yet they blame that on God. Like Ricky Gervais. Well, if God's such a loving God, why does he give babies AIDS? AIDS don't even exist, you lying fat trollop. Let's get that for starters. Why does he give them cancer? He doesn't. People like you do. Money grabbing FTM scoundrels at the top of pharmaceutical countries all around the world. I ask you, to all the natural people out there, do you honestly think some twat like this who drives a Bentley cares about your grandchild, about your daughter's health, whatever it is? You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. God's going to pay it forwards. Everything you've done, God's going to pay it forwards to you. Every child that's had to suffer in this world because of you lot, God will pay it forwards to you. Every child that you've given special needs to, spinal bifida, Down syndrome, multiple sclerosis, it boils me blood. It really does. Well, I don't have to sweat about it because it's not my judgment, it'll be God's. And because you're not sorry, he's going to send you on a bullet train straight to hell. And you think it's going to be nice down there. Look at that egghead. You think it's going to be nice down there. I swear we've already looked at this one, Liam Tufts. Let's have a look in the backfire. You think that Satan, right? You think that Satan's going to tell you the truth? I'm going to be kind to you down in hell. I've got a big lake of fire for you, a bottomless pit. You spend eternity down here with us. No thanks. I want to go and be with baby Jesus and all my family in heaven. Those that make it. Paste. Searching. Right, Liam Tufts. Absolute egghead, folks. Big male face on the right. Look at that blockhead. He's got tiny little teeth. If that one was smiling, the teeth would be out here somewhere, I'm telling you. Right along that. Instead, look, you got the little knife. You know what it looks like to me? Tommy Robinson. It reminds me of Tommy Robinson. I've got no neck. I've got no trachea. I've got no clavicles. I've got T-Rex arms akimbo. I've got one-eyed symbolism. The dozen, 12. Let's have a look at that bum and back. Well, that's quite a hippage, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that was quite a hippage? And you seem to have quite the booty. Yes, you do. I'm a connoisseur of the chicken nom-noms. And you look like you've got chicken nom-noms. For such a little guy. I was just mentioning the look. And there she is. Liam Tufts. Backfire, what are you telling me? Still working on it. Liam Tufts, Criminal Connection. Oh, this is the one that speaks to the criminals, right? It speaks to the Essex boys or those who survived the Essex boys and all that. But Bollocks. It's a flip-flop. Final answer. Or is he just a podcaster? No, it looks like it's all criminals. Jailed for domestic abuse. Do you know who it looks like? Anybody who knows him, right? Who does that look like to me there? It looks like someone. Who does that look like to me? Give me. Only an English person's going to guess it. Oh my gosh. Paul Danan. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyelashes. She would have been a very pretty girl. The Gilbert interview with him was so funny. With her. Nobody got it. Grant Mitchell, 2 first names. Of course, that's not his real name. That's just who he acts like. Can you see it yet? Close set eyes, small face, egghead, small chin, pink lips, tiny ears. That's who it looks like. Grant Mitchell. Right there. Grant Mitchell. So I'm seeing, there's going to be no gates, is there? Oh, maybe that is. What's that? Is that him running? It is him running. That looks like Benidorm, that does. Oh, look. As above, so below. What are the chances that you're going to be doing that in the middle of your hotel room? Uh-oh. That's very suspect right there, my dear. That's quite the legs and ass you got on you. Is that him there as well? I think he's dancing, isn't he? I don't know if he's walking. There's a walking shot right there, is it? Yeah, it's female. A foot's going outwards and it shouldn't be. It's not a good gait though. Oh, I'm out of pictures. It's an internet, alright? It's not happening, I'm telling you. Walking. I see a woman now. In the face alone, I see a woman. I see Grant Mitchell. I don't see a man. I see a woman. And you don't get to speak to all these deranged, unhinged flip-flops, the modern day Cray twins and all that, unless you're in the club. Criminal connection to rise of the foot soldier. Well, you got a long face, mate. I'm telling you now. Loads of them. Cal and what's his name? Don't want to really look at. They're all flip-flops. The whole industry is flipped. Right, Lucero. I think I might have done this one. Let's have a look in the back. Name rings a bell. Lucero. Paste. Right, searching. Whilst it searches, we go to images. Lucero. From Lucifer. He's not very curvy, is he? Straight lines. Definite straight lines. Look at them shoulders. Is that the same person? That doesn't look like him. Oh, it is. Right, I'll take that one. He looks like Shakira again. Rectangle shaped eyes, wide dental arch, narrow sloping forehead look compared to the wide ass cheekbones. Final answer. That's a dude. I'll take that as your shot. Is that the wife? Let's have a look at her. You got rounded eye sockets and a flat forehead. Do. Have we got him in the back file? Lucero? No, he's not there. Right. See if we can find Lucero's gates. Male trachea. It's been shaved down, of course, but the neck is still a dead giveaway. Even if you can't see it. What's Jackson doing there? Did they know each other? Right, Lucero, gate. Oh, I just seen something. Red trousers. Was it red trousers or was it that dress there? It might have been that dress. Never mind. Was that as above, so below? No. There's a gate though, by the look of it. Oh my gosh. That's a dude. Look at the way he's walking. There's nothing feminine there. It's just a bloke walking, marching straight at you, look. It reminds me a bit of Tina Turner there, the legs. That's what it reminds me of. Right, we'll take that one as a gate. Have we got any more? Lucero. I'll tell you what, first time I heard Nutbush City Limits. Nutbush, exactly. Tina's got nuts in his bush. Nutbush City Limits. I thought that was a bloke. I did. There's another one that I thought was a bloke. Tina Turner. I said, no, listen, his name's Tino. Right. So your proof that Tina Turner is a woman is the name Tina. That's as bad as Jibby telling me that Bruce Lee could fight by looking at his movies. By going and watching Enter the Dragon. I would know that Bruce Lee did karate. Karate. No, he was a choreographer. Right, walking. Search. Oh, it's not happening. I've got that one nasty gate by the look of it. Is that him there? No. We're done. We're done. It's not even bringing up any pictures of him. What's that? You got me. The hunt for Mrs. Lucero's fudge. Mrs. Right, let's go back. We're done. There's no gates. There's that one picture. I don't even know if it's walking. Next. Jose Ron. 2 first names, folks. Soft eyes. Beautiful eyes. Sparkly blue peepers. High set ears. I've got the flat forehead. I've got no neck, no trachea. That shoulder blade is tiny. Look at the side. That's tiny. Men's are huge and they stick right out as well. Images. It's Monday night. Nana's got her baps out. Let's have a look at them. Oh, they're sculpted. They are absolutely... That's 3D printed, that is. Uh-oh. Houston, psst, we have a problem. I want to know why you've got inverted pecs. Your pecs are going in there and there. It looks like someone sat on your chest and your chest hasn't reinflated. Someone sat on his tits and his tits have gone down. Imagine if you could blow on them and they'd reinflate. Right, okay. It's definitely a woman. Let's go back. I like that one, but it's too big. There's me 50-50. We'll take that as your 50-50. We're going gate shot. Oh, he's got him out again, look. I thought he was naked then for a second. I really did. It's Monday night and Nana's got her baps out. Honker, 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 honker. Let's go back. Whoa. I just saw the Lion of Judah, look, and Jesus. He's got Jesus on his arms. Let's go back again. Of course, they have these things done just as props to make you believe they're a man. When was the last time you laid in a swimming pool like that, Punch? What? Look again! Sorry. When was the last time you laid in a swimming pool like that, Punch? Never! I love the way Marv runs, watch. Never! A proper woman. Never! Stop now. Stop. There we go. Oh my word. How many times? Never! Pause. There you go. Right, let's come back. I ain't never laid in a pool like that, boys and girls. To have my picture taken. I don't think I have. Let's go back. Face-wise, it's a woman. I just need gates. Is that one? It is, but it's ski width. Is that a wedding day? That's not a wedding day, is it? It don't look like the dress for a wedding. No. Let's go back. We'll take that one. FTM walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Why the long face?" Let's go back one. I saw him doing rabbit ears then. I just couldn't be bothered to click on the picture. Do you know what it reminds me of there? It reminds me of Mysterious Girl, I want to get close to you. Peter Andre. Do you know what really freaks me out about that now? Mysterious Girl. All the girls were talking about Peter Andre's abs and how gorgeous. I was at school when this came out, I'm sure I was. And I remember my girlfriends on about this video here. Screw you, adverts. There you go. Baby girl! I said, baby girl! I love Rasta voices, I really do. So, Peter Andre, the New Zealander, or is he Australian? I don't know. Wherever he's from. She from. Came onto the screens in the 80s and 90s with this song in England. He was massive in England. All the girls loved him. And he was singing about a mysterious girl. It wasn't until the age of 52 did I realise that the mysterious girl is actually Peter Andre, two first names.
Girl, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love.
That's a dude. That's straight up, that's a dude. Look at the size of this chin bone. The sloping back forehead, the deep set eyes. So, the mysterious girl is actually the one with the missing boobs, lot. This is
No doubt I'm the only man who can love you like I can.
Who can love you like I well, look at that straight back. Look at the size of that lion's paw there. There's the wrist. That's the wrist bone there, look. Look at the size of that. It looks like a bag of potatoes. Another dude here, look at this one. He looks like a dude. He's got a big square jaw as well. And that one there, look, with the short arms, a kimbo, pear-shaped body. There, look, widest. But tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on, will you?
So just let me be with the woman that I love.
Baby girl, say baby girl. Right, let's come back. Peter Andre. There you go. Told you, mysterious girl. Who married, no less, Jordan, Katie Price. I said when that happened, that's a strange connection that is between. It's got to be a setup, and sure enough. Baby girl. I swear down, I thought, for a split second, I thought that was a Ku Klux Klan member. Just for a second. That's what it looks like. I thought that was the eye holes. I thought it was the peepholes. Right, go back one. There we go again. Oh, I'm out of pictures. Jose Ron, two first names. I don't think I'm going to get the gates. Oh, maybe we are. There's one. Oh, and that is an absolute belter. End of story, folks. That is a girl. Final answer. Arms akimbo. Full mince. It's a rear shot, but a rear shot. Not a rear shot. A rear shot from Flamingo there. There's a nice one from Flamingo again. Is that it? That's it. There's not much on him. Street. Let's try a street shot. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful one. Why though? Why? Why? Because you're mocking us, that's why. They just have to show you, don't they? Twats. And there's your rabbit ears. If you, just in case you're wondering. Martina. Yeah, we're done. We'll take these three gates. Save image. Save image. Save image. Three gates. And a full mint. Lovely. From the rear, but I don't care. Front or back, you should know the difference. Save image. We're done. Punch Plain CSI. Next. Goran Navojek. Goran Navojek. Images. He looks like the Jezebel. He's even got the same nog eye as the Jezebel. We got a bigger picture. There it is. Oh look. Stick a beard on it. Look, small dentures. Got the same nog eye look. Coffee bean nog eye. Bink. Right there. Checking the parameters for snipers. It's a woman, final answer. Egg-shaped face. Rounded eyes, no brow bone, arched eyebrows, pink lips, high set ears. All I need is your gates. I'll take that as your 50-50. Is that in there? There. In line, but it's not a good shot. Let's go back one. Who's gonna love you like I can? There it is. Now, look at that face. Take it in. He got it. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring that up here. Why not? I didn't close it, did I? I didn't close it. Oh, I did close it. Hang on, let's put it back up. Flathead back. I have got it open, and it's vanished again. Oh, that's why. It's there. Right, let me bring that down there, top there. And then where's the other one? Oh my gosh, get off. There's that one. Grant Mitchell. Oh my gosh, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Keep that 1 second. Don't want that one. Where on earth did I just put Goran Mijovic? Get rid. Oh my, right. Goran Mijovic. There we go. Bring that back up. I need a new mouse. Bring that one down there. There we go. Now close that window again. There. Right. Back to same. Back to the same size. We're looking at not Derek Bieri. No. Oh my word. Where's that other picture just gone? There it is. And that must be the other one. There it is. Who can love you like I can? Where's that picture gone that I was going to use though? Toss her. There. Bearing in mind, he ain't got his little dentures on show. Ready? Oh, you bad. You're winding me up, Peter. There. This is me. I've got a totally different shaped head and chin to that person on my right. My eyes are deep set. I've got a brow bone overhanging them, and I've got a huge set of dentures and teeth with a very, very huge square chin and jawline. Look at the blockhead. Here though, I've got a sloping jawline, pointed chin, small dentures, funny nog-shaped eyes. Watch that face. Bing. I've got the same face. Well, not me, but I've got the same face there as I have there. Get off my screen. Right, next. Goran. We'll take that as your 50-50. Now we're going gate shopping. Miss you on Facebook. You missed me on Facebook, dear. Thank you, Sandra. They won't let me back on. I tried to make another account. They won't let me back on the tossers. And if I did make another account, I'd have to do it on a different computer. I have a different computer set up or whatever. I just can't be bothered. I didn't break any rules anyway. They said I broke the rules and I didn't. Every day I put sculpture. Every day I do exactly the same thing. And I'm not nasty with it. I'm wise as the serpent and gentle as the dove. That's what Jesus said. All I do is I even put it on my own face. Even put it on my own face. Every day I put arrows and pointers. That's all I do. and I put skulls on people's faces. But apparently, and I wrote exactly the same on here as I did there, wherever it is. Is it really that far back? There. Exactly the same. Ex-Royal Marine say, primary school check fail, is a church tree father, Paul Doyle, 2 first names, we're going to need some gates. That is exactly carbon copy of what I put on Facebook. That picture, that thingy. How does that break their guidelines? Didn't say anything. I just posted the same thing I've posted for 2 years. But there you go. We're going to take that Jez face and we're going to go gate shopping with Jezebel here. The Jezebel look-alike. Bang. Najovic walking. Yeah, there's nothing. We're leaving. Yeah, we're leaving. See you later. Next. Rose Hudson, Son of Man Code. Hudson, Son of Man Code. Wilkin. Rose Hudson Wilkin. Images. It reminds me of that one off Rising Damp, and that one's an FTM, not an MTF. That's an MTF. I've got rectangle shaped far apart eyes. That denture, those dentures, that matches my smile. He's got a huge smile. Any masonry will do. It's a bit big. Rose Hudson Wilkin. Do you know what? We'll take that one, I think. SG50. Let's go gate shopping with the Padre. He's a big fellow on the end, isn't he? That's a honey monster right there. Is that his daughter? That's got to be his son's, hasn't it? Look at the size of that one. I mean, that one's still a big fellow as well. I'm just saying that's a big girl in the middle. Look how close together her eyes are. Look at the difference in their eyes. If someone can explain to me why the Reverend Rose has got further apart eyes than the Pastor Bob Joyce here, whatever his name is. I know it's not Bob Joyce, who cares? It don't matter. Bob Joyce, 2 first names, get out of my face. Bob Joyce is telling the truth. What, that he's a woman? Male shoulder, oh, it's Meghan and Harry, look at that wedding day mints. The wedding day mints. You can't beat it, folks. Is that him there? That's a bloke with boobs. Oh, don't tell me that's Greta. That's not Greta, is it? It looks like Greta. It's not Greta, is it? That might be a real girl. It's a blurred photo, Peter. Right. There's no gates. She's got some weird shoulders. This one, hasn't she? Just look at the breadth across these shoulders here. Look how flat they are. There's no slope to them whatsoever. And I come over here and then, slopey shoulders. I will know thee by thy clavicles, by the eyeballs, by the gates, by the digit ratios, by the dental arches. That was a right egghead. Look at that one. Oh, that's the Archbishop of Canterbury. There's no wonder. Look at it. Right. There's the male Archbishop of Canterbury. That's the most important priest in England, right there. That's the Pope of England, right there. If someone can explain to me why Rose Hudson has got a bigger, wider, longer head than this Tic Tac on the left, well, that'd be nice. But you've got no answers for me, but I've got one for you. That's a woman, and this is a man. It's that simple. I can tell by the distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said it all. Right, do you know what gets me about this one? That's the normal flag, right? And then this one, apparently, this is for sex, necrophilia. The black one is for necrophilia. The brown one is for bestiality. The blue one, well, I don't even have to, and the pink one, I don't even have to tell you what the blue and the pink ones are for, right? If this is for sex with dead people, this is for sex with animals. Can you imagine what the white, the pink, and the blue mean? Yeah? Yeah. Work it out for yourself. Walking. He's got no gates. He hasn't. We're done. Next. Marco Milun. I don't know how you say it, but it's a turkey tree, father, right there. Turkey tree in the boy's name, in the girl's name, should I say. What time is it? 10 past 10. Go on then, I'm going to go and play some Call of Duty. I'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday Night Live. Just remember, boys and girls, God truly loves you. If he didn't, you wouldn't be having this life. As horrible as it might be for you, and how much suffering, persecution you've already suffered, just remember they hated him first. Before they hated you, they hated him first. And on that note, I'm going to tell you that you were born in an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very, very much for watching, students. Good night, Luke. We'll see you all tomorrow. Sweet